The Fanatical Massholes show is sponsored by Big Belly Barbecue. If you're looking to get a plate or looking to try something different, hit up Timothy Brunfield, Timothy D. Brunfield on Facebook, Fat Boy the Chef on Instagram. Big Belly Barbecue is the name of his company. He specializes in fried lobster tail, lobster mac and cheese, Cajun wings, the works, etc., etc. He has all that and more. Like I said, if you're looking to get catered, he'll take care of you. You will not be disappointed. Big Belly Barbecue is the name of his company. Fat Boy the Chef on Instagram. Timothy D. Brunfield on Facebook. Check them out. All right, let's get to the show.
They slept on me. Platinum. Guess what? We coming back at you. Sure will. We ain't playing no games. We gonna cross that finish line, y'all. I'ma cross the finish line. Finish line. I'ma cross the finish line. Finish line. I'ma cross the finish line. Finish line. I'ma go out there, get mine. As the motherfucking beat drop. Tell you something now, I'm hip hop. Ain't nowhere for hell that I'ma stop. I'ma set it on fire on every block. As I'm pippin' in my fast car. I'm racing like, whoa, I like the
Hey, yo!
music bumping, I don't care who don't like it.
Good evening. Welcome to the Fanatical Massholes show. Best sports podcast going on the net. Best podcast, period. We give you our unedited, unfiltered, unapologetic opinions, everything that's going on in sports. Currently, it's your boy Mizzo holding it down solo tonight. Fellas will be back next week. So, get ready for us. We got a good show for y'all today, though, man. Hope y'all are well, though, too, as well. I'm part of myself. Let me say that. Hope everybody's doing well. Under the circumstances, just making everything right for yourselves. Just keep pushing, keep grinding. All right, but anyway, like I was saying, I got a good show for y'all today, man. We're gonna talk about more NBA. We're gonna get past the criticisms of the NBA, and we're gonna highlight some of the best players in the league. And but also, this is gonna be coming on the heels of LeBron saying, nobody should want to be the first face of the league. Basically, paraphrasing, I'll play what he said. Also, what Draymond Green said, the best evers of the NBA. So we'll get into that. And we got some other little things going on. My Commanders made a move, and we'll talk about Pete Rose possibly getting re-eligible for the Hall of Fame. I'll give you my thoughts on that. And as always, man, like, subscribe, share, comment, support the movement. All right, let's get into it. So, LeBron James had some things to say after a game. They played Minnesota, and they asked about Anthony Edwards being the face of the league. Let's get into that now.
Faces of the league. Was being the face of the league something that you actively wanted, or was it something that everyone else decided for you? And what is that responsibility meant to you?
Oh, and already said he don't want it. Yeah, and say he ain't trying to deal with it. And Channing Frye said it the other day too. It's unfortunate, but I don't know. Why do you want to be the face of the league when all the people that that cover our game and talk about our game on a day-to-day basis on everybody? You have that responsibility. It's just weird. It's weird energy from the people that I don't know, but. Channing, he said it. He said it perfectly. Couldn't say it no better. But Ant said he don't want it. Obviously I didn't ask for it, but I knew it was a responsibility for me, not only to my family, my friends, my community, and whoever that was going to follow my journey throughout my career. Not only in Ohio when I started there, but all over America and all over the world when I traveled all over the world. So. I've always taken that seriously and understood from the beginning what being a professional was all about and being a role model was all about. So try to.
All right. Played a little bit more of what he said because he got into himself not wanting to be the face of the league as well. As far as Anthony Edwards. Okay, let's get into him first. Just him being the face of the league with him saying he not wanting to be the face of the league. Man, again, I didn't play. I'm not trying to be critical of the man. You know what I mean? LeBron James is in my opinion, a basketball god. He's not the best, but he's a basketball god. He's up there. You know what I'm saying? Jordan's the god to me. You know what I'm saying? Basketball god. I don't worship these guys, but I'm saying if we talk about Greek gods and all that, Egyptian gods, them guys is it. LeBron, Jordan, Magic, Bird, among others. Bill Russell. You know what I'm saying? Guys like that. I put Kobe there as well too. You know what I mean? Shaq is one of them. So he's that. But to keep saying you didn't want it, you did though. I mean, you called yourself the chosen one. You wore number 23. Again, I'm just saying what everybody else is saying. So I'm not like I'm breaking news here. You wore number 23 for who? Michael Jordan. You called yourself the chosen one. Why? Because you were told you were next up and you embraced it. So you did. You might have said you didn't want it, but you embraced it from day one when you were 16. So you can't say that. You know what I mean? That you didn't want it because you did. But as far as Anthony Edwards not want to be the face of the league, or anybody not want to be the face of the league because he feels like the media is crapping on him. I mean, this is just a new age. Like, this is what it is. I'm not saying the media is doing it. I'm not necessarily agreeing with them. Yeah, they do. There's been a lot of criticism of the NBA, but it's coming from other players. It's coming from, obviously, now it's coming from other sports. You know, other people who played other sports that are being critical. And I get why now the NBA is starting to get on the defensive, like, hold on a second. You know what I mean? Like, it can't, this shouldn't be happening either. You know, like, why are you coming at us? You don't even play our sport. And this is in regards to the PK Subban comments about, you know, NHL culture versus the NBA culture as far as players and being on the court, and I mean being on the ice as opposed to NBA players being on the court and things like that. But so listen, at the end of the day, negativity is what's selling. So I'm not saying they're necessarily doing that, but fans are more negative. They have a platform to run their mouth because, you know what I mean. Talk, they talk. It's the same thing I'm doing here. Now, you know, again, what we're doing on this show is not to criticize these guys for every little thing. And it's really, and if it is, it's really within the basketball court, what they do on the basketball court, the football field, baseball field, hockey rink, soccer pitch, all that. It's not about their personal lives, and about their wives, what they eat. None. Who cares? That's not my business. You know what I mean? It's what they do on the court. And if people don't like what they see on the court, they have the right to say that. You know what I'm saying? Without you taking it personally and getting all in your feelings about it. You know, like I kind of equate it to if you say you're whatever, you call a plumber. These guys have gone on Twitter and probably criticized the plumber or the HVAC guy. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody doing their lawn, the landscapers or something like that. You're paying for it. You deserve to. Some of us are paying. We're paying these streaming services to watch you guys play. They're paying to get into the stadiums to watch you guys play. I'm not saying that means they get to criticize your whole life and tear you down and wish death upon you or something bad, but you can't get mad at being critical. Sometimes some fans overdo it, but that's what social media is for. You know what I mean? It's meant for people to just be jerks and not be themselves. It's meant for people to play characters on social media. That's what they do. You know what I mean? So you got to accept that. You know, so I just look. That's where I'm coming from. Sometimes negativity is gonna sell. Negativity sells more. If you watch the news, and you know they're gonna highlight a quick story about somebody doing good in the community. You know what I mean? Or you know, a cat or dog having 100 puppies, and everybody gives them away or something. But then most of the time, it's about something bad. Somebody did something crazy to somebody. Somebody embezzled. You know what I mean? Scammed their way into something. That's just that negativity sells right now. So some people are taking advantage of that. That's basically what I'm saying. Some people are taking advantage of the fact that they can be negative and talk they talk and rip people to shreds, and people love it. More people want to watch. They want to see it. They want to see the car wrecks, the train wrecks. You know what I mean? Even the car wrecks, whatever. You know, like I was saying. But as far as I don't think but really, I don't think ESPN or any of these other networks crap on these guys that much. They highlight them a lot. You know what I mean? LeBron's always highlighted. LeBron, when he scored when he broke the record, he was highlighted. Every time LeBron does something at 40, first man to do this, they highlight him. You know what I'm saying? He is highlighted. But yeah, you are going to be criticized for certain things, like the All-Star game. You showing up an hour, I guess, before the game tipped off, and then decided not to play or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, you could have given that spot to somebody like a Norman Powell or someone like that. They could have. The league would have. You know what I'm saying? But you decide to show up a couple hours in or whatever. You know what I mean? You didn't get there on Friday night, and then you tell them you're not playing. Like, you got to look at that. That deserves criticism. You know what I mean? And sometimes whatever happens on the court, that deserves criticism too. A crucial turnover, criticism. I mean, again, I heard it on the First Take, Stephen A. Smith. Magic Johnson was called Tragic Johnson for the turnovers that he made in the finals against the Celtics way back when. Cried in the shower, they said. I don't know. I'm not just saying. That's what they said. You know what I mean? But Magic went on to be a great player. He was a great player. You know, Jordan got criticized because he didn't win. He was doing all the scoring and everything. He didn't win. He was taking criticism. Jordan was being criticized, and everybody mostly talked about what Jordan did off the field, that he was a degenerate gambler and such and such and such and things like that. You know what I mean? Now, again, it's a lot more blown up because of social media. Now there's all type of outlets for people for not just the media to criticize you. Now it's regular fans or just regular people to criticize and say what they want to say. So I couldn't understand where LeBron's coming from, but at the same time, man, it's part of the gig, baby. It's part of the job. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, as long as nobody's criticizing your family or going too crazy, wishing bad on you, it is what it is. You know what I mean? So now, before we get in the face of the league, let me give you my top 10. My top 10 players in the NBA. So I went with, so here's my top 10. I got Nikola Jokic is the best player in the league still. I mean, he's the man he's shooting 44% from 3-point range. I mean, he's nice, man. He's averaging 12, 29, 13, and 10. That's his average. He's averaging a triple-double. For a center. Come on, man. The boy, he's busting. He's out here. He's smashing it, man. Nikola Jokic is like that. Giannis is still number 2 to me. I mean, Giannis 31, 12, and 6 he's averaging. SGA 32, 5, and 6. I got Tatum in there, man. Tatum's top 5 right now. 27, 9, and 6. Tatum had 16 boards the other night to go with like 40 points. He almost had a 40-point triple-double against the Cavs. You know what I mean? Jason Tatum is a problem. Again, and that's another one who's saying he doesn't get enough respect, and he probably doesn't. You know what I mean? Maybe he doesn't got that aura around him that he's cool or whatever the case is, but Jason Tatum's a winner. I see him on a lot of commercials. He's on the Gatorade commercial. He's on a SoFi commercial. You know what I mean? I know who Jason Tatum is. I think Jason Tatum is becoming a household name. If the Celtics win another chip, he'll be that superstar. You know what I mean? I still got Luka in there. You know, Luka's in there. I think Luka's top 5, 26, 8, 9, and 8. KD, Kevin Durant, still doing his thing, 27, 6, and 4. Ant-Man, 27, 6, and 5. Bron is there. He's top 10. 25, 8, and 9. At 40, he's doing this. At 40, Bron is running the floor. Listen, everybody, again, I wasn't one of those who said him and Luka couldn't play together. I knew LeBron would be fine playing off the ball. The Lakers are looking like they're going to do something, but I'll get more into that later. All right, so, and then, you know, so what else? Oh, yeah, sorry. So my bad. Let me get back to it. So AD. I got Anthony Davis a top 10 player, man, in my opinion. 26, 12. You know what I mean? Like, he's averaging a double-double. He comes back. The Mavericks is good. Mavericks could be something. Mavericks could do something crazy. You know, not crazy. Mavericks could do something in the Western Conference. If he comes back healthy, Gafford comes back. If the Mavericks just hold the line, hold the fort, and stay in the league, even if it's a play-in, stay there, they can make some serious noise. They don't have to be the home team. They can make some serious noise. Number 10, I had Wemby. You know what I mean? He's easily be a top 10 player right now. He's averaging a double-double as well. He's out for the season. So right now, man, it's, you know, you could throw in either Steph, Donovan Mitchell, Cade Cunningham, or Cat. Them guys is a beast in right now, too. You know, so I got either one of those. But yeah, I'll stick with Wemby. I'll keep Wemby at 10. You know what I mean? But yeah, Steph Curry's having a great year. Donovan Mitchell for the Cavs. You could either put him there, but he's having 24, 4, and 5. I mean, Cade Cunningham, 26, 6, and 9. Cade Cunningham is averaging almost 10 assists a game. He's almost averaging a double-double. Cade Cunningham's a problem. Detroit is a problem. I said it. Detroit's going to make the playoffs this year, and they are. And I knew it. You know what I mean? So kudos to myself on that. You know how we do. All right. But yeah, and you know, listen, let's highlight the league more. 14 players averaging a double-double. It's great. That's great. Great. League is great. But sometimes, listen, when we want to see what we want to see. We want to see the stars out there. We want to see basketball. Sometimes it's just, you know, again, Draymond said it. Who could shoot the best? Who could jump the highest, run the fast, whatever the case is. It's just, I'm going to out-athlete this person. Instead of, let's be some ball movement, back screens, pick and roll. You know what I mean? Not just a two-man game all the time, you know? So we want to see the art of that. I want to see more like mid-range. I don't like seeing 3-shot. I don't like seeing 53-shot a game by one team. But that's the new game. It is what it is. I respect it. It's not, you know what I mean? And it is, that's basically what it is. But yeah, so basically to say what LeBron is saying, to basically finish it off, then I'll give you my face of the league. To finish it off, it's okay to be critical of these players. But then highlight them at the same time. Two things can be true. We can be critical of the game and how sometimes it's played, but we can also say, looking, there's some great, the NBA is great. The players out there they shoot better, they jump higher, run faster. These guys are great. They can all shoot. You know what I mean? I'm watching college yesterday too. These guys can all shoot too from logo. You know what I mean? Beyond the 3-point line, 2, 3, 4 feet beyond it. These guys are great, man. Got to give them their props. All right, so now, but they can, again, it's okay to be criticized. It's okay to be critical of them. As long as you don't go too far, even if it's every night, whatever. I mean, if it's something that you did needs to be critiqued or whatever, then that's what's going to happen. It's just the game. That's what it is. All right. So now, face of the league. Who do I think could be the face of the league? Ant-Man's definitely one. If LeBron's on his way out, you know what I mean? We can't say LeBron. You can still say LeBron is now, but okay, who I think should be the face? Who could be the face of the league? Who will grab it? It's either going to be Ant-Man. Jason Tatum has got to be him, man. Jason Tatum, Ant-Man, or again, they say foreign-born players can't do it, so I guess not Wemby. But I think a lot of people Wemby's going to be a household name. When he's tall, he's 7'4", so people are going to be like, "Damn, that's him." Everybody's going to know him just by his height when they watch TV and see him on the court, watch the games. I'm saying, and see number one on the court. They're going to know who he is. So he could be that household name, could be that face of the league. First foreign-born guy that's like, he's the face of the league. He could be that. He could. But, yeah, to me, it's either Ant-Man or Jason Tatum. That's who I'm going to give it to. You know what I mean? And if you had to ask me, I'm going to say more Ant-Man. You know what I mean? Because Ant-Man, to some people, Ant-Man might be a little cooler. I like Jason Tatum's game a little better than Ant-Man. You know what I mean? Jason Tatum can get anywhere on the court. Jason Tatum, so can Ant-Man, but you know what I mean? But Jason Tatum's game's a little bit more polished. But I'm gonna say Ant-Man's gonna be the face of the league. Ant-Man's definitely gonna be the face of the league. Whether he wants to or not, he's gonna be the face of the league. That's what I got. All right. Now, staying with the NBA, because we had some things. We had Draymond Green. He had something to say about the best era in the league. Let's listen to what he's talking about.
You hear people say that shit all the time, and the reality is 2015 to 2019 is, in my opinion, the best era of NBA basketball, the best 5-year stretch of NBA basketball, in my opinion. But regardless if that's your opinion or not, you may say, it was the Showtime. It's somewhere in the top 3, which exactly. the amount of guys that's coming to the NBA, that's a big deal. And you coming to the...
All right. So he says that era, 2015 to 2019, when the Warriors were dominating and getting to the finals every year, won 3, lost 2. Yeah, won 3 and lost 2. He said that was one of the greatest eras, if not the greatest, or top 3. Obviously, we know he's saying that because he was on them damn teams. That's why he's saying that. But I would say it could be up there. But I would argue against that. I wouldn't know if I'd put it top 3 because there were good teams and teams had to try to get better, but they wasn't touching the Warriors. So I don't know. It's again, 80s. I was a puppy. I was a baby in the 80s, but. Looking back and watching those, I got to say the 80s was up there. Me is definitely the 90s, that Jordan era, you know what I mean? When Jordan was doing this thing. Teams were great, man. Yeah, maybe the scoring was down and all that, but teams were great. Like the team that Jordan's beat, he beat 60-win teams on the way to the finals. In 96, when the Bulls were 72-10, I believe the Sonics were a 60-win team. The Magic were a 60-win team. And they swept the Magic. Come on, man. Like, we keep forgetting when people mention, who Jordan beat. He beat Dale Ellison. No, he beat Sean Kemp and Gary Payton. The Rain Man. Come on, man. Sean Kemp was a great player. One of the best in-game dunkers in the league to ever play. Sean Kemp. Let's remember what we're talking about here. That left shrimp. Like, come on. What are we doing? Like, what are we doing here? That left shrimp was nice. You know what I mean? Like, they had a squad. And the Bulls handled their business. Beat them in 6. You know, that was the year and a half after Jordan came back. And then again, that Magic team, Penny Hardaway, Shaq, you know what I mean? Horace Grant. They just beat the Bulls the year before. Bulls came back, got revenge, swept them. You don't get no wins. No wins for you. Did they think? So I think that night, for me, that 91 to like 98 was kind of like my favorite ever. You know what I mean? Obviously, yeah, Jordan, you know what I mean? But there was other teams. I mean, I like the Hakeem Dream, the Hakeem Olajuwon Rockets in 94 and 95. They were the 6th seed. Won the chip. Traded for Clyde Drexler. Can't be, what is it? Don't ever underestimate the heart of a champion. Rudy Tomjanovich said that. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Like that was a good era to me. The Knicks, the Bulls, they had a rivalry. Knicks and Bulls rivalry. Jordan and Xavier McDaniel in each other's face before he wasn't on the team. And then obviously the Knicks go up 2-0 in the 93 Eastern Conference Finals. Starks dunks on him and Horace Grant. Everybody thinking this is it. And that's when they were talking about Jordan in Atlantic City gambling. What happens? Bulls come back and win 4 straight. Then they go and beat Phoenix. Charles Barkley, Kevin Johnson, Dan Marley. Come on, man. Like, stop it, man. Like, we just underestimate. That's what I don't like too about these players. It's like neither side can say, you know what? I might not agree with some of the things these eras doing, but man, those are great teams. Both sides be like, oh man, you guys couldn't play with us. Oh man, you guys couldn't play with us. Oh, who Jordan beat? Oh, who LeBron beat? Man, just give everybody their props. You know what I'm saying? But give them the criticism when it's time. You know, again, one of the reasons why I put Jordan ahead of LeBron is simply Jordan didn't lose a series that he should have won. 2009, again, it happened. LeBron has been vindicated himself, but it happened. You should not have lost to the Magic in 2009. It was okay you won 6 because listen what happened. The Cavs won 60 wins, I think more than 60 games that year. And they lost. You should have beat that team, regardless. Because what happens if LeBron takes that team to the championship and wins it? It's a great feat. Look at the team he's playing with. And then when he lost Orlando, look who we got on his team. He got Mo Williams. He got, Boogie Gibson, Zydrunas Ilgauskas, and all these guys. You know what I mean? Sasa Pavlovich and all them. Oh, look at the team he's got. But hold on a minute. Hold on. Like, it doesn't, like, it would have been a feat if he'd have did it. We'd have given them a praise, but then we give him excuses if he loses. Nah. That has to count for something. He shouldn't have lost that series. He shouldn't have. 2010 to the Celtics, they was, again, number 1 seed, you know what I mean, in the playoffs. I think they had the best record in the league. Should have won that series, but they didn't. Okay. You know what I mean? Listen, I think they should have won that, but they didn't. And I'm not gonna give them too much heat for that, but definitely 2009. So that's kind of why, like, yes, these teams are all great. And you can give both sides and give each other credit. It shouldn't have to be let's go back and forth and let's critique this side or this era, or you could critique my era, who couldn't play and who this, that, and third. Yeah, it's a good conversation, but I don't know, man. It gets that's weird energy. What LeBron's talking about, that when y'all shit on each other's eras, you know what I mean? That's it. And I'm not saying Draymond's doing that here. I'm saying when they do it though, who did Jordan win? Who did Jordan play against? You know what I mean? Or who's LeBron beating? This, that, and the third. Look, you play who's in front of you. That's it. This is the era. This is the new era. Back then, it was physical. I wish it was a little more physical. Not to the point where we get 60, 70, 78 games, 78 to 77 games. No, nobody wants that. But I do want a little bit more physicality in the game. I do want to see more plays run. I get it. These guys are just world-class athletes. So sometimes they fall, again, like I was saying, they fall to that fallback of, let's just revert to I'm an athlete. Let's out-athlete them. You know what I mean? I'm going to beat them on my athleticism. Get them with the crossover, take it to the cup, get fouled, whatever. I'm going to just do that every time instead of let's get some ball movement. Let's run some plays. Run some actual plays. You know? And stop emphasizing, not emphasizing, but just prioritizing the 3. You know? So that's kind of where I'm at with that. But yeah, so that's my favorite ever. You know what I mean? What's your favorite ever? Let me know. Like, subscribe, share, comment, support. We're coming from the break. We'll get into the Tush push. And then MLB baseball, man, talking about they want to make Pete Rose re-eligible for the Hall of Fame. We're going to get into that after this. Stick and stay. Fanatical Massholes. Your boy Mizzo right back.
We ain't playing no games. We're going to cross that finish line, y'all. I'm cross the finish line. Finish line. I'm cross the finish line. Finish line. I'm cross the finish line. Finish line. I'ma go out there, get mine. As a motherfucking beat drop. Tell you something now, I'm hip. Ain't nowhere for hell there.
Yo, welcome back to Fanatical Massholes Show. Your boy Mizzo holding it down. Dolo. All right, let's get back into it. So, I know you've heard this week, you know what I mean? That was kind of one of the stories earlier in the week. NFL is considering, well, it's been brought, I'm sorry, not the NFL, it's been brought to the league to propose a ban on the tush push. First, it started as an anonymous, but then it was revealed that was the Green Bay Packers who were the anonymous team. So they basically, the GM Brian Gutekunst said, I know we're not so very successful against it. I know that. To be honest, I haven't put much thought into it. It's been around for a while. We've used it in different fashions with a tight end. Oh, basically, there's no skill involvement. I'm sorry, President Mark Murphy, outgoing, said this. He said there's no skill involvement in it. It's almost an automatic first down on plays of a yard or less. So that means you ban it because of that? Again, it's really hard to stop. Again, I watched the Commanders play against the Eagles 3 times this season, and you know what's happening on 4th and 1. You know what I'm saying? You know what's happening if the Eagles get it down to the 1. We know what's happening, and it is unstoppable. And we also watched an NFC Championship game, the Commanders against the Eagles, when Frankie Louvu kept jumping offside, jumping over, trying to leap over and do something to try to stop this play, and they were going to reward the Eagles with points. And with that being said, I'm not necessarily a fan of the play, but stop it. You gotta listen. The game plan for all teams, especially if you're playing the Eagles and other teams that do use, I believe the Bills use it a little bit. If you know that team uses it, that should be your game plan. Find some type of way to stop this play. Because you're just gonna keep getting these results, and you're gonna be upset, but it's part of football. You know what I mean? I guess, when it comes to the safety rules, I guess it's not because you're pushing another player or whatever the case is. Man, look, I think from a fan's point of view, I just stop it. I just want to see you stop the play. Yeah, I don't like the play. If it's gone, I'm not going to care that much, but I don't want to see it gone either, necessarily. I don't necessarily think it should just be gone. You know what I mean? But stop them, Stop the play. We gotta game plan it. That's it. The Eagles have come up with something, just like when they came up with again, it's different, but the Wildcat. People figured out the Wildcat. Now, again, yes, it wasn't just some 4th and 1 they did it. It was any play, and it worked. You know what I mean? But once teams figured it out, they figured it out, and it wasn't used as much. They don't do it as much now. So we gotta figure out a way to get it out the game as far as it being game planned for, or the team game planning for, I should say. You know what I mean? Like the offensive team using it. Stop it, and maybe the Eagles won't do it as much. Find a way to stop it. But again, Jalen Hurts, he's got 2 monsters in front of him or pushing him, whatever the case is. And then we know he squats, 600? It's hard. They just they just have the physical attributes, body-wise, pause. Let me make sure I say that. You know what I mean? As far as them having the strength, lower body strength to make this, to convert this play every time, for it to be basically a 90% success rate. They have that. A lot of teams don't. So either let's stop it or try to copy it. That's it. All right. Moving on. Let's talk about MLB. So now baseball is considered considering making Pete Rose re-eligible. So in a statement from Rob Manfred, or is it a statement? Let me pull it up. Give me 1 second here. Phone acting crazy on me. Here we go. Return. So yeah, Rob Manfred considering reinstating Pete Rose from MLB ineligible list. I'm just saying, why now? Commissioner Rob Manfred is reportedly mulling the potential reinstatement of baseball legend Pete Rose from the league's ineligible list. According to ESPN's Don Van Natta Jr., Manfred is considering a petition filed by Pete Rose's family to have him posthumously removed from the list and allow him to become eligible for the Baseball Hall of Fame. Pete Rose was banned from the sport for life by Commissioner A. Bartlett Giamatti in 1989 for gambling on games, and he served as manager of the Cincinnati Reds. Look, so I respect the family, definitely. Keep pushing, you know what I mean? The dad, he doesn't deserve what he got from the MLB. I get it. He bet on baseball. That's a cardinal sin, but he should have been reinstated. He should have been allowed for the Hall of Fame. You could say, okay, you can't ever manage again, but that doesn't mean he's not a Hall of Famer. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. That's crazy. He's a Hall of Famer. And then to do it now when he's dead, They should have reconsidered it when he was alive. Even if the family didn't wait, even if the family waited to put in the petition until now, whatever, you should have still you should have still reconsidered this when he was alive, and should have done it when he was alive. Pete Rose should be in the Hall of Fame. We know if he does take him off the list, Pete Rose is going into the Hall of Fame next season. If he does it by this season, the list, he'll be added to the list and he'll be in the Hall of Fame. And that's just, man, come on, man. Give them their flowers while they can still smell them. Period, point blank. You know, as far as everybody else, the steroids guys, Barry Bonds, never failed a test. Barry Bonds never failed a test that we know of. It's just suspected. You know what I mean? I don't think Roger Clemens ever failed a test. Like, come on now. These guys should be in the Hall of Fame. Again, I know what everybody's going to say, we'll put something there. Pete Rose, you shouldn't put anything. Whatever he gambled, whatever the case is, there's some dudes. It's not about, again, what they say, it's not the Hall of Morals. It's not the Hall of Good Guys. It's the Hall of Fame for baseball, what they did on the field. Any sport. You know what I mean? Pete Rose should be a Hall of Famer. Barry Bonds should be a Hall of Famer. A-Rod, Roger Clemens, and so on and so forth. But it's more about Pete Rose. That man should be a Hall of Famer. Give people their flowers while they can still smell in baseball. Any sport. Anybody. Period. Period, point blank. All right, final thing before we get out of here, though. Well, two quick things. I mentioned the NBA. I didn't get into it. So, as far as the landscape, man, second half of the season, I still think the Celtics are still the favorite. OKC, I still got OKC and Boston in the finals. OKC's going to figure it out. They're a young team. They're not going to, I'm sorry, figure it out. They got the second best record in the league. OKC's going to get it. OKC will be fine come playoff time. Yes, they're young, and they might not match up well against the Lakers, but I think they will. They got the size. They play the number one defensive team in the league, even though they're giving up 111 points right now to the Spurs. But I still think they're going to do their thing. They're going to do their thing. They'll meet Boston in the finals. I still think, but I got Boston edging them out. Boston just, once they, listen, I don't know what happened to Friday night against Cleveland, but you lose a 20-point lead at home, that's crazy. OKC just did it the other night. I think it was at home too. To the Timberwolves. They did the same thing. It happens. Dog days of February, playoffs in about a month and a half. We'll see. You know what I mean? But I think OKC is gonna be fine. It's gonna be them in Boston. But the Lakers, man, Lakers is definitely. I think the Lakers could make a run to at least to the conference finals. I wouldn't be surprised if they get to the finals, but I still got OKC. Lakers look really good, man. Lakers are really good with Luka. LeBron playing off the ball. Austin Reeves doing his thing. Their defense, Jared Vanderbilt, causing all kind of havoc, getting in the pass lanes, going at diving for loose balls. Listen, giving dudes hell as soon as they cross half court. Jared Vanderbilt is on them. Lakers are playing great defense. LeBron is playing some good defense. Lakers, listen, don't let them exploit Luka, and I think the Lakers are going to be fine. But I still got OKC in Boston. All right. Now back to what I was saying before we get out of here. My Commanders, baby, made a move. They went and traded for Deebo Samuel. I like this move. I like it. Proven guy, pass catcher, run after the yak guy. That's what you need. You know what I mean? I still think we need someone else to take the top off of defense. We still need De'Ami Brown can burn. De'Ami Brown can go. I like De'Ami Brown too as well. I think we need I think we need another receiver. You know what I mean? I don't know if they're necessarily going to go after T. Higgins now, but if they do, or even Devontae Adams, I wouldn't mind that. You know what I mean? Get some veteran guys around them, around Jaden Daniels, that can pass catchers. Yeah, that's what you need. So you definitely need that. But yeah, Deebo Samuels wins. You know what I mean? He wins one-on-ones. He does all that. And he's a yak guy. You know what I mean? You don't gotta. He'll just give him the ball. He'll make the rest happen. So I like it. I like the move. You know what I mean? I don't think he's a locker. I don't think he's a bad locker room presence. He's going to bring a winning culture with him. I like it. I love it. So what did they give up for him? 5th round pick. Not too bad. I'll take it. I believe it's the 5th round pick they got from who did they get for? I think it was for. I don't think it was their 5th round pick though. But either way, you know what I mean? That's cool. I'll take it. That's a good move. Good deal. I like it a lot. What I think the Commanders need, though, we got to get a pass rusher. Commanders, y'all got to get a pass rusher. Even if it's not Myles Garrett, I hope it's Myles Garrett. But the Eagles look like they're going to try to get him. If the Eagles get him, oh man, then you got to focus on prioritizing that offensive line because they're going to be unblockable. They're going to be unblockable. If they get Myles Garrett, I believe I'm going to say I'm not even going to say nothing. That's crazy. Eagles will probably go down as the best defense ever. The stats they'll put up next year is going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy if they get him. So let's not let that happen. Let's go get Myles Garrett, and let's, you know what I mean? Let's challenge, man. Let's challenge the Eagles. We were right there. Yeah, we got blown out, but it's okay. A lot of those are fumbles, forced fumbles by the Eagles. Great defense. But Commanders are coming. Commanders are coming, baby. Let's you know, the Commanders got some money. Let's keep pushing this thing. And let's develop a powerhouse, man. I want to be a sustained powerhouse. So we'd love to see the city. That city deserves it. The fan base deserves it. You know, me being a fan, yeah, I've sat here and took hell for my team being trash. No disrespect to them. That's just what it was. New ownership, new culture. I love it. I love where it's heading. So let's keep it going. All right, y'all. It's been a great show. Thank you so much for joining me. Also watch us on Straight Drop. We got another show. We talk about politics, hip hop, lifestyle, all type of things, relationships, whatever the case is. True crime, everything is going on. You know what I mean? So check us out on that show as well. And we'll be back next week with a brand new show for y'all. Thank you so much for supporting. It's your boy Mizzo. Remember, like, subscribe, share. As I just said, support the movement. Fanatical Massholes. Y'all peace and blessings. We out. Later.
We ain't playing no games. We gonna cross that finish line, y'all. I'm across the finish line. Finish line. I'm across the finish line. Finish line. I'm across the finish line. Finish line. I'ma go out there, get mine.